Let's do an exercise. So let this be a moment when you're settling into your body, feeling your body's contact on what you're sitting on. Or you could be standing or lying, that's okay, but feeling your body's contact. Becoming more aware of your body by simply feeling those areas where you're touching something. Through your feet, other places where your body's in contact. Slowing down. If you're thinking a lot right now, you can just say hello to that. Maybe that'll help come into your body more. Just feeling the touch, feeling the contact, resting into that support. Maybe you could also be aware of your breathing. And feeling the inner area of your body, that inner area that includes your throat, your chest, your stomach, your belly. Arriving within yourself. And remember, okay, so with your awareness in the inner area of your body, let's take some time to remember how it was for you at the start of your Big Shift project. The start of the Big Shift year back in January. I mean, your project might have gone back earlier than that, or it might have restarted or started up again later than that, but we're going back to January. The beginning of this journey we are on together. And so, how that was, like if you could time travel back to January and have a peek at yourself, what would you see? And feel into the January, this is me body. What would you feel? And are you looking at yourself with kind and compassionate eyes? So in today's exercise, you're probably going to find that various things have improved. You've moved forward on many of your own benchmarks. But that doesn't mean you have to judge your earlier self harshly or critically. We can completely accept who you were then and at the same time see that things have moved. And so let's just notice, if there's a kind of negative judgment of who you were back in January, let's notice that. Maybe even spend some time with that today. We know that any critical, negative judgment is driven by a part of us that's anxious. And if that part is judging the younger you back in January, it's probably judging you now as well. So it's really worth spending some time with. So yeah, if you're aware of a self-judgment, right? And it's either back then I wasn't very good, or since then I haven't changed enough. I've fallen short, I'm not doing well, I'm behind, I'm not doing well compared to others. Yeah. This might be a part of you that is comparing you to others. Or it might even be comparing you to some high standard of its own. Well, pausing to get in touch with something that might be going on like that, even a little bit, even subtly. Not coming up to snuff, not living up to what I wanted, not. So it's either back then, as you look back at yourself in January, or maybe even more relevantly, not good enough right now. Just pausing to sense if there's something like that. And then acknowledge it with the language of something in me says, and I'm saying hello to that. Something in me says, I'm not good enough, and I'm saying hello to that something. So pausing to get that this is a part of you, not the voice of truth whispering in your ear. So often, parts like this don't want to be seen as parts of us. They want to somehow have us believe that they're the truth. They're not the truth at all. They're a worry that something is true. In fact, if you tend to believe what this kind of part is saying, you might say hello to another part of you. So something in me says this, and something in me tends to believe that, and I'm here with both of them. And I'm the space where both can be. I'm not fighting with them. They can both be as they are. So turning toward the part of you that's saying something judgmental, sense if you can actually feel the worry that it's saying that because it's actually deeply worried that what it's saying is true. It doesn't know it's true, it's worried that it's true. See if you can feel that. And that its worry and concern is about you, it's for you. It's worried for you that that might be true about you and what that would mean. Yeah? Okay. So maybe take a moment to sense what it is worried will happen to you if that, what it says, is true. What makes it feel the need to call your attention to what it thinks is a lack or a shortcoming? Because there's something it's worried about for you. And when you let it know you hear that, see if you feel a little release. Okay, it's glad you heard it. Now that same part that's worried about you, you can probably now feel that there's something it wants for you to feel or experience. There's something it wants for you to have, to feel in your life. It thinks that listening to it is the way to get this good thing. We don't have to agree with that in order to listen to what it wants for you. It wants something good for you. So let's see if that's true. And if you can feel underneath the first thing it says, if you can feel underneath all that what positive experience or feeling it wants for you, then let it know you hear it. And if it feels right, invite your body to show you what it would be like to have that positive experience already. To have it now. Body knows what that feels like. Like if it maybe what it wants for you is to feel confident in yourself. Sensing in your body if confident is already there, even a little bit. If the feel of that is already there. Very nice. So then checking back with that judging part if it has changed. Maybe not, but it might have changed. It might not be judging you. It might have shifted. It might even have melted. So just checking. Sensing how all that feels in your body now. Great. So, okay, now we're going to go back to our time travel. And take a peek again at that younger you of last January, right? 11 months younger. Looking at that one with kind and loving eyes. And sensing the journey from there to here. From then until now. With all its ups and downs, all its discoveries and revelations. Maybe not as many as you hoped, but sensing that from the point of view of what has happened. So what you have done, just pausing to be aware of that. What has changed in that time? What has changed for you in that time? Like, how might you put into words what has changed? Might there be something you've become stronger at? Or something that's become easier for you? A change in what excites you and interests you. A change in what you understand about yourself. Or what you know about yourself. Ask yourself, how have I grown? And are there other marks or standards of your own that you've passed or met or gotten closer to? So remembering to compare yourself only to yourself. And I bet that comparing you to you, you have gotten farther. I believe that's very likely, that you're farther along your own journey. See if that's right. Pausing to receive it. And let's even celebrate it. And notice how that feels in your body. Being open to any more that wants to come now that we're celebrating that. All right, and this too. And remember, if something is saying it's not enough, you know what to do. Hello. Might you be worried about something? Okay. So we're bringing this process to completion today by taking note of what you want to remember, what you want to bring with you, the celebration that might want to keep going, and also the sense of what's in process, that's still in development. And that's important too. Right? Okay. Thanking your body. Thanking your body process. And feeling your grounding as you let your awareness expand. Maybe look around the room. Let's sense what's next.